Hi, I'm Alison Crouch from Boomerang Pilates and Move Smart Movement.
And I'm Sherry Terrell from Life and Balance Therapy, and welcome to Body in Action. I wanted to share a little concept with you we call the body bubble, because this is one of the places where Alison and I realized that the way we work with people does tend to cross over. There's a lot of intersection. So we like the name body bubble. We're only going to show you the picture in this video, but we might refer to it later on in other videos. So the general idea, which is not ours per se, and I got this idea of the comfort zone from other therapists who work with ACT, so thank you to them, is that we can live a lot of our life in this little bubble of our comfort zone where not much is happening. You know, and I often imagine it's like that rainy afternoon and you're lying on your couch with a blanket and I'd be watching Harry Potter. And in some moments, it's a really comfortable place to be. There's not much happening. There's not a lot of emotions. I'm not really challenging myself. There's also not a lot of living. And if I stay in my comfort zone too long, like if I've had the flu or something, eventually I'm going to start to get a little antsy that, you know, there's a lot going on that I need and want to get back to. So the comfort zone has a little happy and a not so happy face, because I think depending how long we stay there and what the function of being there is,
It's got pluses and minuses.
it's got pluses and minuses, but it's kind of a confining zone because not much is happening. Outside that, we get the zone where we're living. It means we've got to nudge out of the comfort zone a little bit. We've got to break out of our usual habits and patterns, which means when tough feelings and thoughts show up, we want to do what matters anyway, even though they're showing up.
Because sometimes those things happen in the living zone.
Yes, they do. And outside that is the self-care zone. And often what I see is people start to come out of their comfort zone, they push the edges, they get back into living, and we want to make sure you don't sort of overdo it, especially right away if things have been kind of constricted for whatever reason. You know, sometimes people take on too much and then they get overwhelmed again, and then we're back into the comfort zone.
And that would be not going into this zone, but going past that zone, right?
I don't want to go past it. And I think from a movement perspective that
we find kind of the same thing. Lots of my clients arrive and they like to just kind of be inside their comfort zone, and so we need to learn how to reach out into the living zone, into the place where there's strength and density and integration of your muscles and your bones and your energy and your ability to move.
without overextending, damaging, injuring.
I have other clients who show up who tend to live out here, right? And they're so extended that they don't, again, have that sense of strength and integration and control physically, which can often meld, right? Because your brain and your body are the same thing. I think this is one of the things we talked about at one point is, I don't love the phrase mind-body connection because it implies the connection of two separate things, and your mind and your body are not separate.
Nope, they work together in some wonderful ways.
That's right. You know, you don't have a hand-arm connection. I mean, you do have a hand-arm connection, but nobody gets excited about the magic of the hand-arm connection. Your mind and your body are the same. So if we can use movement to try and bring you really happily into this zone where you are in your strong living zone without stepping past your self-care zone, that helps your brain to do the same thing, and vice versa. When you feel comfortable in your brain zone, that often will translate into better, more satisfying, more integrated movement.
But to help you know where you are, you've got to be able to kind of step back and pay attention and wonder, am I stuck in my comfort zone? Am I in a hidey hole? Am I living and doing what matters? Am I, you know, keeping my self-care around me? Or have I like pushed right through that? And that's where mindfulness comes in. It's really at the center of everything, is bringing an awareness, bringing a sense of allowing to what shows up inside so that we can then move to what matters. And that's what we're going to work on.
So we're going to use movement and mindfulness to help you find your living comfort zone.